Hello everyone, welcome back to this series. So what are conditionals? Conditionals are controlled structures that allow you to make decisions in your code based on certain conditions. They determine which block of code to execute based on whether a given condition evaluates to true or false. Conditionals are fundamental to programming as they enable your program to adapt its behavior dynamically. There are primarily three types of conditional statements: if, else, and elif, short for else if. In low-level programming languages like C or C++, you typically use else if statements to achieve the same functionality. The if statement allows you to conditionally execute a block of code based on whether a specified condition evaluates to true. Here is how it works. Let's see this with an example. Let's say x is equal to 10, and if x is greater than 0, print the number is positive. And let's run this code. In this example, we have a variable x assigned the value 10. The if statement checks if x is greater than 0. If the condition x greater than 0 evaluates to true, the indented block of code is executed. Since x is indeed greater than 0, the message "the number is positive" is printed to the console. If the condition is false, the block of code under the if statement is skipped, and the program continues to execute the next line of code after the if block. Now, let's clear this out. X equal to -5 if x is greater than 0, print the number is positive, and also print end of program. Okay, let's run this. Here we have a variable x assigned the value -5. The if condition checks if x is greater than 0. Since -5 is not greater than 0, the condition x greater than 0 evaluates to false. As a result, the block of code under the if statement, which would print the number is positive, is skipped. The program then continues to execute the next line of code, which prints end of program. So in this case, the if statement is skipped and the next line of code is executed without being affected by the condition in the if statement. The else statement is used in conjunction with the if statement to define a block of code that executes when the if condition is not met. It provides an alternative code path when the condition of the if statement is not satisfied. Here is how it works. Let's start by declaring a variable. Let's say it is num equal to -5 if num is greater than 0, print the number is positive. Else, print the number is negative. Now let's run the code. The if statement checks if num is greater than 0. Since -5 is not greater than 0, the condition num greater than 0 evaluates to false. As a result, the block of code under the else statement is executed. The else statement is optional and can be used when you want to provide an alternative action when the condition of the if statement is not met. If the else statement is omitted, the program simply continues to execute the code after the if block. The elif statement is short for else if. It allows you to check additional conditions if the preceding if statement or another elif statement evaluates to false. It is useful for testing multiple conditions sequentially. Now, let's check if a number is positive, negative, or 0. Num equal to -5 if num is greater than 0, print the number is positive. Now elif num less than 0, print the number is negative. Else print the number is 0. Now let's run this code. The if statement checks if num is greater than 0. Since -5 is not greater than 0, the condition num greater than 0 evaluates to false. The elif statement checks if num is less than 0. Since -5 is less than 0, the condition num less than 0 evaluates to true. As a result, the block of code under the elif statement is executed, which prints the number is negative. The elif statement can be used multiple times after an if statement to test additional conditions sequentially. It provides a way to handle multiple potential cases in a structured and readable manner. If none of the conditions in the if and elif statements are true, the block of code under the else statement is executed, or the program continues to execute the code after the conditional blocks. Let's demonstrate this. Score equal to 80 if score is greater than or equal to 90. Print grade is equal to A. elif score is greater than or equal to 80. Grade equal to B. Let's copy this statement and print. Now let's say score is greater than 70, greater than 60. Okay. C and D. Let's also write an else statement. Else If the score is below 60, grade is equal to F. Now let's print this. Print your grade is great. Okay, now let's run this program. This example demonstrates how you can use multiple elif statements after an if statement to handle multiple cases based on the value of a variable. And thank you guys, this is for today. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe.